Welcome and thank you for watching this video tutorial about how to complete Form AR-11, Alien's Change of Address Card. After watching this video tutorial, you will be able to answer the following questions. What is Form AR-11, Alien's Change of Address Card? Why is it important to complete Form AR-11? How to complete Form AR-11? And when does Form AR-11 need to be completed? All non-citizens in the United States, including refugee newcomers, must complete Form AR-11 to notify the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, also known as USCIS, of a change of address within 10 days of moving. Until you become a U.S. citizen, you will need to complete this form every time you move from one home to another. Everyone in a family must complete a Form AR-11, including children. Completing Form AR-11 helps USCIS to mail important information and documents to the correct address. If you fail to notify USCIS of a change of address, you may not receive important information and documents related to your immigration status. Completing Form AR-11 is also mandatory. Not reporting a change of address may result in a fine, imprisonment, or removal from the United States. You can complete Form AR-11 online at www.uscis.gov/COA/addresschange.do, or you can download and print the form at www.uscis.gov/AR-11. If filing paper Form AR-11, be sure to complete the form and sign and date the form before mailing it to the address provided on the form. There is no cost to completing the form. We will now walk you through how to complete Form AR-11 online. Completing the form online can take just a few minutes. To complete the form, you need just a few pieces of information: your old address, your new address, and your email address. To complete the form online, visit www.uscis.gov/addresschange.do. An example of the online form can be seen here. When completing online, the first question to answer is, have you filed an immigration-related application or petition, and your case is pending a decision or you have not received a notice, card, or document? If you are unsure how to answer, the online form includes a link, Not Sure What to Pick, which provides the following advice. Select Yes if you have a case pending and have not received a decision, or your case has been approved but you have not received your final decision notice, card, or document, for example, a green card or certificate of citizenship. Select No if you do not have any current case that is pending a decision and you have not submitted any application or petition. Selecting Yes will direct you to filling out the case information. Selecting No will direct you to filling out the applicant or petitioner information. You will then be asked to provide the applicant's information. The next section of the form can be seen here. You will be asked to provide the following information: first name, if applicable, middle name, last name, date of birth using the date format where MM stands for the 2-digit value of the month, DD stands for the 2-digit value of the date, and YYYY for the 4-digit value of the year. For example, if your birthday is April 17th, 1979, type in 04/17/1979. And A number, which refers to the alien registration number. The A number is optional. If you choose to type it in, the A number can be found on the I-94 and is a unique 9-digit number. Sometimes the alien number will be clearly identified by the letter A in front of the digits, or will be listed as a passport number on the I-94. Then, only check the box if you are a member of the U.S. military or recently discharged from service or spouse of a member of the U.S. military. Next, you need to provide information about your old and new addresses. The section of the form where you type in this information can be seen here. Please be sure that the old and new addresses are identified and listed accurately. For the section that asks for the old address, provide the address where you used to live. And for the section that asks for the new address, Provide the physical address where you live now after having moved away from the old address. Please note the following special considerations. If you are a refugee newcomer who has newly arrived in the U.S. and you are participating in the Welcome Corps, the address of the private sponsor group coordinator, as provided in the Welcome Corps application, will be used as the previous address. If you are a refugee newcomer who has newly arrived and your case was assured by a local resettlement office, the address of your local resettlement office will be used as the previous address. If you are a humanitarian parolee who has newly arrived through either Uniting for Ukraine or the processes for Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans, the address of the supporter as provided on Form I-134A, Online Request to be a Supporter and Declaration of Financial Support, can be used as the previous address. This section of the form asks you to provide a mailing address. The section of the form where you type in this information can be seen here. If you prefer mail from USCIS to be mailed to you at your new address, click on the circle Mailing Address Same as New Address above. A window on the screen will appear asking you to confirm that your new address is the same as your mailing address. If it is, click on the Confirm button at the bottom right of the window. If you would like any mail from USCIS to be sent to a different address in care of someone else, you can provide the name of that person in the box labeled C/O. C/O stands for in care of, which in this case means that you are designating another person either at your address or at another address to receive your mail and then give it to you. If you select this option, you will need to provide a name to whom you wish mail to be sent. Then you will need to indicate if the mailing address is the same as your new address, which you typed in earlier in the form, or if the mailing address is different from your new address by clicking on one of the circles. Mailing address is the same as the new address above, or enter mailing address when different from new address. If you select enter mailing address when different from new address, you will need to provide the address to which you would like mail from USCIS to be sent in care of. This section of the form asks you to provide an email address and to indicate who is filing this form. The section of the form where you type in this information can be seen here. An email address is required to receive a response from USCIS confirming receipt of the AR form online. The form then asks you to select one of three options for who is filing the form: applicant or petitioner, parent or legal guardian, or legal representative. The refugee newcomer filing the form is considered the applicant or petitioner. If the applicant or petitioner is under the age of 18, then the option parent or legal guardian should be selected. Remember, everyone in a family must file a Form AR-11, including children. If a legal representative, such as a lawyer or attorney, files the form, then the lawyer or attorney will likely select the option legal representative. Before submitting, a security check will be required. Please type the letters that show up in the box. The letters are not case sensitive, which means that you can type in the letters either as lowercase or uppercase. If unable to read the letters, there is an option to refresh the letters by clicking on the Refresh Image button, which will show a new set of letters. There is also the option to hear a voice read out the letters to you by clicking on the Audio button. Finally, click the box next to the sentence that reads, "By accepting this electronic signature, the applicant or petitioner, parent or guardian, or legal representative certifies under penalty of perjury that all information provided is true and correct." Then, click on the Submit button to complete the AR-11 form online. An email confirmation should arrive in the inbox of the email address provided on the AR-11 form. Another way to notify USCIS of a change of address is through your USCIS online account. If you previously submitted a paper case and the receipt number began with IOE, you can create an account at www.myaccount.uscis.gov. Once you create an account, you can link your case with an online access code and update your address. For information on how to change your address, please visit www.uscis.gov/address change. A note to sponsors. Focus on teaching newcomers how to complete Form AR-11 rather than doing it for them. It is important for newcomers to learn how to complete this form because they may need to complete it again every time they move before they become a U.S. citizen. Newcomers and sponsors can decide the best place to put a reminder for the newcomer to complete the AR-11 the next time they move. For example, print the form and put it with the newcomer's current lease, send an email to the newcomer's account with links to the form and this video, and add a reminder to the newcomer's calendar. Use an interpreter as needed. Thank you for watching this video tutorial. Let's review the learning objectives. You should now have a better understanding about Form AR-11, the importance of completing Form AR-11, how to complete Form AR-11, and when to complete Form AR-11. Visit refugeewelcome.org for more community sponsorship resources.